1. In 1903, the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, invented and built the world's first successful aircraft, the Wright Flyer. 2. The biggest passenger aircraft, the Airbus A380, has a wingspan of roughly 261 feet, 79.75 meters, which is more than the length of a football field. 3. Until the debut of the Airbus A380, the Boeing 747, often known as the jumbo jet, was the biggest passenger aircraft in the world. 4. The NASA X-43A experimental aircraft attained the highest recorded speed for a human-powered aircraft of Mach 9.6 or about 800 miles per hour. 5. The Concorde, a supersonic passenger aircraft, could travel at double the speed of sound. It may take around 3.5 hours to go from New York to London. 6. An airplane's wings create lift by using Bernoulli's principle, which asserts that as the speed of a fluid, such as air, rises, so does its pressure. 7. Commercial aircraft typically cruise at roughly 35,000 feet, 10,668 meters. Flying at higher altitudes results in smoother air and better fuel economy. 8. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner is constructed mostly of composite materials such as carbon fiber reinforced plastic, making it lighter and more fuel efficient than previous airplanes. 9. In the 1930s, the first female flight attendant is a nurse. 10. Alcock and Brown conducted the first non-stop transatlantic flight in 1919, traveling from Newfoundland, Canada, to Ireland in a modified Vickers-Vimy bomber. 11. The British de Havilland Comet was the world's first commercial jet aircraft, entering service in 1952. 12. The Boeing 737 is the best-selling commercial jet aircraft in history. 13. The maximum takeoff weight of the Airbus A380 is roughly 1.12 million pounds, 560 metric tons, which is comparable to nearly 220 fully grown elephants. 14. The Airbus A350 XWB, extra-wide body, is the first Airbus aircraft to have carbon fiber reinforced polymer fuselage and wing sections. 15. During flight, an airplane's wings flex to counteract the forces of lift and drag. 16. The black box, also known as the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, is intended to survive accidents and offer useful information for accident investigations. 17. The wide dimmable windows of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner may be changed to manage the amount of light entering the cabin. 18. The Boeing 747-8, an improved variant of the 747, is the world's longest passenger aircraft, reaching more than 250 feet, 76 meters. 19. At Mach 3.3, the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird advanced reconnaissance aircraft holds the record for the fastest human, air-breathing, jet-powered aircraft. 20. The Boeing 747 features a hump-shaped top deck, which has earned it the moniker, Queen of the Skies. 21. The Concorde featured a drooping nose that could be lowered to increase vision during takeoff and landing. 22. Because a Boeing 777's wings are so lengthy, they must be carried in parts and assembled at the aircraft manufacturing site. 23. Airplanes are built to resist lightning strikes by including a conductive channel in the aircraft that allows the electrical charge to dissipate safely. 24. The GE90-115B engine, which is used on the Boeing 777, is the most powerful commercial jet engine, delivering nearly 115,000 pounds of thrust. 25. The Antonov AN-225 Embraer is the world's biggest aircraft, having a maximum takeoff weight of around 1.41 million pounds, 640 metric tons. 26. The earliest flight attendants had to be unmarried and meet stringent grooming and appearance criteria. 27. The Boeing 727 was the first commercial jet airplane to sell 1,000 units. 28. With over 32,000 manufactured, the Beechcraft Model 18, often known as the Twin Beech, is one of the most extensively used aircraft in history. 29. The black box is really bright orange in order to be found after an accident. 30. An airplane's wings are often constructed with a modest upward inclination known as dihedral, which offers natural stability during flight. 31. Singapore Airlines now operates the longest non-stop commercial flight in terms of distance, going from Singapore to New York, spanning around 9,521 miles, 15,345 kilometers. 32. The Boeing 737 MAX series was heavily scrutinized and grounded across the globe owing to safety issues with its flight control system. Before returning to service, extensive changes were undertaken. 33. The shortest commercial aircraft, the Boeing 717, has a wingspan of around 93 feet, 28.4 meters. 34. The Worldwide Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, establishes worldwide air transport norms and regulations, including safety, security, and environmental preservation. 35. Robert Tim and John Cook hold the record for the longest continuous flight by a single pilot, propeller-driven aircraft, flying a modified Cessna 172 for 64 days, 22 hours, 19 minutes, and 5 seconds in 1958. 36. The Antonov and 124 Ruslan strategic airlift cargo aircraft can deliver payloads weighing up to 330,000 pounds, 150 metric tons. 37. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is a fifth-generation multi-role fighter aircraft planned to replace a variety of current military planes. 38. Winglets or wingtip devices, which are common on many contemporary aircraft, decrease drag and enhance fuel economy by minimizing vortices formed at the wingtips. 39. The angle of attack is the angle formed between the wing's chord line, an imaginary line running from the leading edge to the trailing edge, and the approaching wind. 40. An airplane's landing gear is intended to absorb impact forces during landing and give stability on the ground. 41. Due to wartime material shortages, the de Havilland Mesquite, a British World War II aircraft, was built mainly of wood. 42. The Airbus A400M Atlas is a military transport aircraft that can land on short, unprepared runways and conduct airborne refueling. 43. While not a standard aircraft, the Space Shuttle Orbiter was a winged spacecraft that could glide back to Earth after re-entering the atmosphere. 44. The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress is a long-range strategic bomber that has been in service with the U.S. Air Force since 1955 and is anticipated to stay in service until at least 2050. 45. The Airbus A320 family, which consists of the A319, A320, and A321, is one of the world's most popular and frequently used commercial aircraft types. 46. The stealth air superiority fighter F-22 Raptor is capable of supercruise, which means it can maintain supersonic speeds without utilizing afterburners. 47. The Airbus Beluga XL is a freight airplane developed primarily for transporting huge aircraft components such as wings and fuselage sections. 48. Some military aircraft, such as the F-16 Fighting Falcon, may retract its landing gear to give a sleeker profile during high-speed flight. 49. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner was the first commercial airplane to employ electrically driven systems extensively, eliminating dependency on hydraulic power. 50. The Antonov An-2, nicknamed Anushka, is a multi-purpose biplane that has been in production since 1947 and is currently utilized for a variety of tasks such as agricultural labor and skydiving.